This is Luke 21 and 11. And it says, "And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall be from heaven." All right. I like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Halon Yamla, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwath that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shawab Mawam back at you with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is "A Man Shall Desire to Go into a City," right? Going into that Be More collapse, right? Which this is just going to be a little quick video, all right? So I'm going to read Luke 21 and 11 again, and it says, "And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places," right? Which we've been seeing many earthquakes, especially in the last 4 years, being brought up in diverse places. And this is all of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and famines, right? Famines is about to come hit America any day soon now, all right? And it says, and pestilences, and you see how America's always getting hit with all these new diseases, new viruses, all different types of sicknesses, right? Along with, just sicknesses that we've never heard of, right? Because the scriptures tell you about how the Lord is going to bring those plagues that he brought in Egypt, and he's going to bring even new sicknesses that have never been heard of and new diseases. Okay. And this is the point that I really wanted. It says, "in fearful sights." Okay. So you're going to see things that is going to bring a lot of fear upon the people. Okay. And that whole collapse of that Be More bridge, right? That pretty much was a fearful sight. For anyone that was around that area at that time, they saw that. And even those people, if there were any, on the bridge, that was a fearful sight for them to see. Okay. And you can only imagine what they wondered, right? Which they have no understanding that all these different things that keep happening is because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is visiting this place. Okay. And it says, great signs shall be from heaven there, and great signs shall there be from heaven. Okay, so let me go into this. And hopefully y'all can hear me. I hope you know what, let me make sure. Give me 1 second real quick, because my reception here is horrible. It took me like 40 minutes just to log on. He is the fastest swordsman in the world. Give me 1 second. Just want to see if I'm coming out clear on my phone. Which right now, they're not even showing that I'm live. That's crazy. Wow. Hold on real quick. Man, for real? Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, now it's showing I'm live. Okay, I believe it's working right. Yeah, I think it's working right. Hopefully it is. All right, so yes. it's good. All right, so going back into the lesson, all right, I'm going to play these quick videos real quick. I'll play this one first.
Oh my God, the 59th Street Bridge.
Maybe it just collapsed on its own.
We can't take that chance.
You always say that. I want to take a chance.
Collapsed on its own, you have 72 hours. To prove I'm not bluffing, watch this. Oh my God, the 59th Street Bridge.
Maybe it just collapsed on its own.
We can't take that chance.
You always say that. I want to take a chance.
Collapsed on its own, you have 72 hours.
All right, this is the other video I want to play right here.
All right, shit is getting weird. So not only did we have the Maryland Key Bridge literally collapse after being hit today by a cargo ship, there was also a massive fire underneath the Valley View Bridge in Ohio, literally 3 hours after the first bridge was knocked down. But now the George Washington Bridge is literally falling apart as we speak. Now, did this just happen, or was this like this? And if it's been like this, why are they letting people drive over this bridge? I believe in some coincidences, but this many coincidences going on with bridges over and over again seems really suspicious to me. When the news article came out about the Valley View Bridge being spontaneous combustion, that was a head scratcher for me immediately. But this, come on. It's starting to feel like something is taking place. Like there's some structural integrity starting to be sacrificed here for a reason. What do you think?
And then I'm going to play this last one.
We're right next to the Key Bridge.
Like, all them people on the bridge just died, dude.
Oh my God.
The Key Bridge sinking. The bridge is gone. Holy hell.
We're right next to the Key Bridge.
So basically, right, going back to what I was saying, right, the Lord right now is visiting this place, okay? And what this bridge represents spiritually is that's the collapse of America, man. Right? America's giving you so many different signs on how it's about to collapse, you know, by, you know, scenarios like this and, you know, these fires and, you know, there's so many different ways that the Lord always signifies that this place is at its end's wits end. Salakia. Hold on real quick. All right, so it's basically at its wits end. All right, and call Elohim La Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shad, that we're able to understand these things and see these things through the Spirit, man, and prepare ourselves for the time to come. Okay, and at the same time that this is all Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's work. Okay, I strongly believe that it was also a setup. Shalom, brother Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. I also believe it was also a setup, because it's no coincidence that it just happened. You know, they drive through this. I'm sure they drive through these boats go through that area all the time, because I believe it was supposed to go underneath it. All right, I believe that they always go underneath the bridge. Right. But if you look when this happened, it basically the lights cut off on the boat. Okay, Now, what was the reason that the lights cut off? You know, who knows if there was an EMP on the boat, you know, whatever it is. Again, it's something that we have to question, you know, in these times, and always think about these wicked elites with their agendas. Okay. And like I said, it's ultimately of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but the Lord, if there was a setup for one of these, you know, elites' agendas, then the Lord put the spirit on them to do it. Okay. And they have no understanding to these things. Right. But at the same time, you have to look that. Let me grab this real quick. This is why I say that it was a setup. I'm not going to bring it up on my screen. I have it saved in my phone. I'll read it real quick. It was saying yesterday that that was an important bridge when I read it. Oh, here we go. It says Cartwright said that some cargo appeared to be dangling from the bridge, which spans the Patapsco River at the entrance to a busy harbor. See, this is a busy harbor. The river leads to the port of Baltimore, a major hub for shipping on the East Coast. You see, so it's a major hub for shipping on the East Coast. Okay. So that was a cargo ship. Well, who knows what was on that cargo ship? You know, we probably had all types of food that was coming in, right? Accessories that we use here on this side in the East Coast. Okay. So by that being said, you know, we know that we're about to enter into times of famine. Okay. And we know that according to, let me grab that real quick. This is Second Ezra's 15. And let me grab it from, I'll grab it from 5 real quick, 5 and 6, and then I'll jump down. It says, behold, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. You see, and that's destruction right there that's happening. All right. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Okay. And I'm sure there was plenty of people on that bridge when that happened. So, you know, most of those people died. That's why they were looking for survivors, man. But you ain't gonna find no survivors at that time of night. All right. So jumping down, let's go to 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right. And what I think is that, you know, they did that on purpose because the time is coming where they're about to put lockdowns on this place again, man. America's about to go to that second lockdown. And the second lockdown, once this place shuts down, there's no coming back from it. Right. You have to take into consideration other things like FEMA at one point is going to break up the United States into 10 parts. Okay. So when they start doing that, I'm pretty sure they're going to cut, you know, all ties for you to be able to go into different cities and different states, because when the FEMA comes to, you know, round people up, they're not going to be using these main roads. They're not going to use things like that. They already have trains. They already have their little, their type of buses. Right. And I'm sure that they know different routes to be able to get to other states that we don't know about. Right. I'm sure there's many roads and paths that have been created throughout the years that they only know about, because that's what the elites do, man. They always have an agenda. Every move that they make is for their agenda. It's a setup. Okay. So imagine this place going in lockdown and they're not able to go to these different states and these cities because of reasons like this. Okay. You're talking about 3 bridges in the same day, right? Within the last 2 days, you know, having reports on, you know, you got the George Washington, like she was saying, that it's starting to collapse itself. It's starting to break into pieces. Right. There's no coincidence for that, man. Who knows if that's the next bridge that's going to happen. And if that happens, that's a major bridge. All right. Because that means that everybody in New York stays in New York. They can't cross over. because I'm pretty sure that's the only way you could really come out of New York is through that George Washington Bridge, and it brings you into Jersey from there. Or I might be mistaken too. It could be the Verrazano Bridge that they also use to get into Jersey, right? But now they're talking about a fire under a bridge in Ohio. Okay, we don't know how important that bridge is. Okay, but the point is that these 3 bridges that are happening, I'm sure there's going to be more to come. All right, and that's all part of the agenda of them being able to stop people going from different states and different cities, right? And it could be because, you know, like I said, FEMA going to break America into 10 parts. Okay, and if you have to look it up, you know, you look it up. Right? You just go in FEMA broken into 10 parts, and they'll show you. Okay. So for that to happen, they're going to be using more cargoes of trains to transport people and things like that, right? Because you're not hearing about no trains or anything like that. Railroad tracks being collapsed or anything like that. Now, we did have a lot of, I think it was last year, we had a lot of scenarios with trains flipping over and dropping chemical spillage into the waters. Right, but still, those train tracks are still there to this day, and they're still being used. Okay, so you know, it's just something for us to take into consideration, man. That you know, we're entering into those times of this place, you know, totally collapsing, and this place being totally on lockdown. Okay, so let me go back to damn, I had a certain scripture I wanted real quick. Where was it? It ain't nothing but fucking Satan. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I can't remember that scripture it was in my head while I was speaking, but I didn't want to bring it out right away and cut myself off from talking. But yeah, it's pretty much the point that I wanted to make. Like I said, it was going to be a short video. You know, just, you know, with everything that's happening and we knowing that prophecy is coming to pass, all right, we know that these things are going to happen. These are all fearful sights. This is all destruction of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. And Lord willing, these things are happening, you know, for when the time of the lockdown comes, you know, everything shuts down and they're not able to move from state to state, city to city. All right. So, you know, we have to continue to be watchmen and watch what happens next. Right. And as these things happen, all we can do is just continue to put the pieces of the puzzle together for people to understand, you know, believers to understand that, you know, we're closer and closer. We're that much closer to that time. Right. We're in that time that Yahweh Shai is visiting. Right. And Yahweh Shai is on his way. OK, so that's pretty much the point. I can't remember the other one that I had in my mind. Right. But yeah, so Lord willing that the lesson was edifying, I'm going to end it off on that one. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Haloyim La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, do well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom, keep fighting the good fight of faith. Doing as good soldiers of Yahweh Shai to the end. Shalom, shalom, brother Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak.